Alright, what's up guys, it's Luthier here. As you can see, we are already in the game for LC Open. I got a notification midway through my game and I didn't want that popping up through the recording, so I had to start it over. But anyways, we have LC Open versus soTsoT, and we're gonna get right in. We do have, this is a Life Orb Abra team geared around reverse trapping with Porygon. Let's see. So starting off, it looks like Ponyta is amazing in this game. I just don't know if that's Scarf Mudbray or not. Because it looks like it could be. If the Ferroseed is if the Ferroseed is rocks, then it's more likely than not going to be Scarf Mudbray or some sort of Rest Hawk Mudbray. But as I said, Ponyta looks amazing in this game. If I can somehow get rid of the Ferroseed and pressure it out with like Volibee and whatnot, I think I'll be in a good position. As you can see right here, my Volibee is Overcoat to deal with things like Fungus and whatnot. So, yeah, they're just something to look out for. But anyways, the Ponyta is a bit extra defense. I decided to drop a little speed just so I could run that extra defense and whatnot. But not Ponyta. Was it Ponyta? I think it was. No, it was Marini. Okay, so I don't die. Oh, oops. Okay, but if it's a max attack, I do. So that's something important to look out for. I'm gonna lead off with my Mudbray actually because it covers the the Meowth, as well as the Volibee at the same time. So it's gonna lead off. I could lead off with Ponyta, but it doesn't lead off that well versus his Marini, which kind of gets annoying for me to switch into and whatnot. Yeah, I'm gonna lead off with my Mudbray because if he leads off his Mudbray versus my Ponyta, I could be in a bad situation because I don't know what exactly he's running. So I'm just gonna lead off with my Mudbray. I just lead off with his, and honestly, I'm just going to throw off an Earthquake because I want this chipped. Yep, nice. And we get a nice 40%. So it does reveal that it's rocks. More likely than not. And I'm just going to go ahead and... So I'm trying to figure out what covers the Earthquake as well as the Volibee. There's not really much that covers both. I'm just going to throw off my rocks of my own as he decides to stay in and go for the Earthquake. This is perfectly fine by me. I'm just going to go for my own Earthquake. Because this Mudbray is a little more expendable to me than is my Volibee. Because my Volibee is really good in this game. Whereas my Mudbray is just okay. It's not bad because it pressures on the Ferroseed and whatnot. But like, I'd rather you know, keep my Volibee around compared to my Mudbray. And we do win 2 speed ties. So I'm not really sure if I'm faster or not. But it's nice to just at least know that we won the first 2. So, keeping that in mind, okay, so we are slower, or we are a speed tie, so it'll come down to like the next turn. But like if I get rid of his Mudbray, then I think I'll be in a good position as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click the Earthquake. And we do get a crit, which kind of sucks, but like it was coming down to a speed tie anyways. But this means my Mudbray lives after rocks if I decide to switch it out. That's just something to note. Goes into his Abra. I don't know what type of Abra this is, but my Porygon does get 2k after rocks. I can't really switch into anything here, so I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. It does go for the Energy Ball. Honestly, at this point, I want to go into my Abra and click Knockoff, because I still do have ways of pressuring the Marini. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let me see how much Ferroseed takes from Fire Punch. I think it takes around 50, but after it's knocked off, it might die after rocks. So Ferroseed. LC defensive from Abra. Custom set. So knockoff will do 4. And then once this is knocked off, Fire Punch will do 16. So 4 plus 16 is 20, and then rocks. It could be in range. We'll gauge it once we get there. But like, I'm going to go into Abra and then go ahead and click the knockoff. Because I don't think you're a knockoff Energy Ball, because I don't think that's a good set at all. Yep, it does go and make the Ferroseed play, and we're going to see how much Fire Punch does to this. So more likely than not, it will live. And I'm not going to go ahead and play around with it. Instead, I'm just going to make the play to my Volibee. Yep. Does go for the T-Wave, which is fine, and I'm just gonna go for the U-turn now, because what that allows me to do is it gives me it puts it in range of the Fire Punch that I wanted to go for initially. And also if he does double into something like Marini, I get, yep, nice, perfect. So we do get to go into our Abra here, and Volibee should die after rocks. Yeah, Volbee's gonna die after rocks anyway, so I'm just gonna go for the psychic. Yep, perfect. And this is in fire punch range, and I'm just gonna go click the fire punch because I'm not gonna risk a roll or anything, with the psychic because I don't even know if it always kills. So yeah, well, it probably more likely they're not killed. This is gonna drop, but can I risk it? And honestly, I think I can. Yeah, it's Scarf. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I went for the risk knowing that it could be Scarf. And that was my bad. Honestly, I think I should have stayed in and scouted for it, but I didn't have great ways to scout for it in the first place. So I think that was fine. Like, obviously it didn't work out. But I think it's still fine. Although I do have trouble pressuring the Abra now, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, we're just gonna go into our Marini here. Go ahead and click a nice Sludge Bomb. Yeah, we'll just click. Actually, we'll click Scald. It doesn't make a difference. Go ahead and click the Scald. See what we can do from there. Oh wow, that is so much. They don't run double edge, do they? I don't think they run double edge. Yeah. Okay, nice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just try to attempt to get a T-Spike up here. Nice. He just goes for a Scald, which is whatever. He's clearly. Okay, so I don't know what his last move is. So Scald, Sludge Bomb, Recover. You're not knockoff, or else you would have gone for it by now. More likely than not, your Iron Defense, I'm gonna think. So I'm just gonna, yeah, okay, you are T-Spikes. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. What this does allow me to do is allows me to go into my Volibee here, and then go for the knockoff. Then that should put me in a pretty advantageous position. So just gonna go for the knockoff here, or yeah, just gonna go for a knockoff and see what he goes for, and then we can make a game plan from there. But it looks like my Porygon is really good in this game right now. So that's just something important to look at. I'm just gonna go into my Marini, get rid of the T-Spikes, and then I'm gonna go into my Porygon and then see what we can do from there. Because it looks like he doesn't have great Thunderbolt switch-ins at this rate. Good thing is we do trace regen, so we don't always have to be at full when we switch out. Because we do have that option to regen. Honestly, looking back, I think the Abra was like a complete misplay, but it's fine. He does go for the Sludge Bomb, and that does nothing because we're full speed F. But I'm just gonna heal up here, and he's gonna fish again. And I'm gonna go for a Sludge Bomb now, or the Thunderbolt now. Yep. As he doesn't get the poison, which is really good for us. And again, we do have the regen on the Porygon, which is great. It does go into Meowth, and I'm not going to risk anything at all. I don't care if you knock me off, knock off the Marini at least, but like I do care if you knock off the Porygon. But anyways, this is a free Sludge Bomb. Yep, we're going to get rid of the Meowth, which is wonderful. We're going to see what he goes into here, but it looks like Ponyta will be able to wrap up the game. He does go into his Volibee, but I'm just going to go, oops. Sorry, I did not mean to do that. But I'm just going to go into my Ponyta here because my Ponyta isn't ever realistically beating the Abra. And I do have the Porygon for the Abra anyways. Plus, I have my own Volibee. So it's not like I need the Ponyta that badly. So I'm just going to go into my Ponyta, see what he goes for. Does he go for the knockoff? Do you get burned? No, he does not get burned, which is whatever. I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. Yep, as he does get burned there, which is great. This allows me to go into my Volibee, and then throw out a... Actually, what is it? Oh, I can just defog here. Yep, and nice. And so this means I can just go into my Marini after. And what this does is effectively puts me out of range of like a Dazzling Gleam from his Abra, which is the entire purpose of this. It also allows me to click the Thunder Wave from my Porygon. So the Abra doesn't get so the Abra doesn't get poisoned, and then I can cripple it effectively through those means. So I'm just gonna go for the Sludge Bomb here. That way I can punish the incoming Abra, which is great. I can just go into my Porygon here, go ahead and click the Tri Attack, and it looks like it'll be a wrap for game 1. Honestly, I think I played okay, but like I looking back, that Abra play was absolutely horrid. Like I said in the moment that I can risk it being like Scarf, but like nah, I think that was a stupid play. Looking back, but it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. We still played all right, but does this kill? Tri Attack should kill Scarf Abra, right? Or Scarf Volibee. Well, like, I think so. Volibee, Scarf, Porygon. Yep, Tri-Attack will kill 100% of the time, and it should definitely kill the Abra anyway. So, nice. We do get rid of that, and this Volvy is burned, and there's no way you're beating me down. So I'm just gonna go for Thunderbolt, and that should be able to get rid of him. So yep, GG. And that's game 1. Sick. So for game 2, I have a more fun fighting spam team I made. Not all of these are super tested or anything, but I was just wanted to have fun. But this is a Scarf Mienfu team with Stone Edge. So the Stone Edge is going to be able to lure out things like Dupiters and Wingles. And so that's going to be the goal. I do have Defog on my Timber, which is going to help versus Hazard. Oh my god. It's going to help versus Hazard Stack and Webs. And that's going to be my main way of dealing with that. And I think that Ferroseed is like probably like a top 3 mon right now in the tier. And I know that sounds pretty ridiculous when there's stuff like Mienfu and Abra, but I think Ferroseed and Vullaby, but I think Ferroseed is super good defensively. Like it pivots like versus everything. It gets us spikes. It puts on pressure, even if it's passive. It's like long-term pressure that it gets to put on. But yeah, essentially we have a spike stack team plus fighting spam. So just gonna import the team real quick, and then we can see what we can do from there. But yeah, okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and then see what we can do from there. But anyways, have fun. Okay, so he brings the same team that he brought in game 1, and Scarf Mienfu is so good here, like absurdly good. By the same time, so is T-Spikes from his side. I don't really have good ways of switching into that, so that's something important to know. So every single time he brings his Marini, my job is going to be to offensively pressure him out further with my Ferroseed and trying to spike stack and whatnot. So no, I'm trying to get his Mudbray burned as soon as possible, because like, the moment I can burn the Mudbray, the moment that means I can just toss out, things like high jump kicks and whatnot. So I'm just gonna lead off with my Ponyta. Does lead off with this Vullaby. This is great. I can just go for the Wisp right here. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to go for the high horsepower predicting the Marina, but I'm not gonna make that play. He does go hard into his Marina. Smart, doesn't risk any sort of burn thingy. Yeah, that thingy. But anyways, I'm just gonna throw off a high horsepower to put this in range of a second one, and then we can throw off a Wisp after trying to catch something. Yeah, we're just gonna throw out the high horsepower. More likely than not, he'll just spike stack, but it's fine. Does go for the Scald, and gets a crit. That's really annoying. Oh, that's actually really bad. Because I was only doing like 60, and that meant I could just heal it off later. That's really annoying. I have to go I have to go into that here. I'm just gonna throw off a Wisp because he is giving me Mudbray. Yep, perfect. Yes, we did lose our pony, and that sucks a lot. But this actually being on a timer actually opens up a lot of doors for Ponder to start winning late game, ironically. So I'm just gonna go into my Ferroseed and start spike stacking. And this is gonna be able to put on pressure on him a lot. Like he doesn't have good ways to deal with this at all. And he did reveal energy. He did reveal Energy Ball last game, so this is making me want to believe that he has no Fire Punch or knockoff on his Abra, because they don't really run that. It might be Sash Abra on this kind of team, but we'll have to see. He does get up his rocks, but that doesn't mean anything to me, because I'm just gonna be able to throw off. I'm gonna be able to throw off a T-Wave here. Yep, as we do catch the Ferroseed. That's up to you, like how much you want to think about that creating long-term progress. But like we do get to start spike stacking. I don't even know if this has spikes on it, but I'm just gonna start stacking. It does have spikes on it, but I'm gonna be able to throw off more pressure than he is, because I have recovery through Timber, whereas he doesn't. And I also have the Ferro Spritz, so I'm gonna be able to throw out the knockoff right here. Actually, I'm just gonna go for a Drain Punch. What am I saying? Because yeah, so he goes Marine now, but I get to knock this off now, which is great. And because this is knocked off, it means that I'll get 2k. He just gave it to me, actually. He didn't even. Okay, I mean, I'm not complaining at all. But that being out of the way is perfect, because he no longer has a fighting resist. And No, I definitely want to keep this. I definitely have to keep this. So I'm just gonna go into my Ponyard. It'll be annoying if he U-turns though. We could make a hard read and just go for a Drain Punch right here, to be honest. But I don't think he will, because Brave Bird is pretty free on his side. So I'm just gonna go into my Ponyard, as it does make the Brave Bird play. And what this allows me to do is it just lets me throw out a Can I throw up rocks? I'm gonna throw up rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up my rocks. I don't think you'll just Brave Bird again, because that's a really dumb play about throwing out your one effective way, like smart way of dealing with Timber. I think you should sack your Mudbray here, but like again, I'm not gonna make any judgments about what they make as plays. It could be realistic that he throws out a Scarf, but I live 2 Brave Birds, so I'll be able to knock this off, and then start winning with my other mons after. Another thing that actually wins is Spritzy as well. So if I can get rid of this Lullaby, it'll be nice. So I'm just gonna throw out my rocks. It does go into Sphere Seed. I'm 100% knocking this, 100% knocking this, because this is the last Spritzy answer, and if I can get rid of this, then I should be in a great position. It does get paralyzed, which sucks a lot, but I'm just gonna throw off a knockoff. Does it kill? Pharaoh Seed. No. Pharaoh Seed, LC, Pawn, custom set. Knockoff, it's a roll, but it's basically his favor. Yep, as he does click Giga Drain. Don't know what that accomplished, but this is fine. I might honestly lose to Meowth, because that looks pretty threatening, but the thing is, it takes Life Orb plus hazards every time. So I don't know if that realistically is going to be a viable option for him. And he also revealed that he's not double edge in the last game, so that's also really important to note. I do also have my Pharaoh Seed in the back, so that's great as well. So I'm just going to go for the Sucker Punch, as Fake Out does knock me out. I'm just going to go into my Pharaoh Seed and then click that Giga Drain, and then, yeah, we should be in a fine position. If he does go into Vullaby, I'll honestly just have to toss out my, yep, he gives me Mudbray, which is awesome. And I mean, I'll just try to go for a Giga Drain and see how much I can get back. Yeah, it's whatever. And if he goes into his Vullaby, that's fine, because I think I always just toss out my Timber. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yep, I just toss out my Timber here, and then this should mean that Spritzy plus my Mienfoo in the back should be able to sweep up the game, depending on what the Abra set is. He does go for a knockoff, and I'm just gonna... Do I live the next one? Because I'm 15 defense. Timber. Custom set from a Vullaby. Choice Scarf. None. Yep. Okay. So knockoff. Oh, he got a Mineral. Okay, he did get a Mineral. So I'm just going to go for a Mach Punch. Get some chip on this. Yep. So it does knock me out here. But what this allows me to do is I can just get in my Spritzy and heal back up. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my best play. So I'm just going with my Spritzy, go for the Wish, and see what we can do from there. It should basically be over now. Even if he stays and goes for a knockoff, I'll be at 100%, regardless of him, you know, bringing out Abra or whatever. Because if he brings out Abra, then I just go for the Moonblast with my Spritzy to break the sash, and then I go to my Mienfoo, click U-turn, and then either, you know, my Pharaoh Seed or my Mienfoo should win. Like, both of them are pretty good here. So, yep, he does go for the knockoff, and I'm just going to be able to knock out this Vullaby. Yep, and we should be in a pretty good position from there. I think we just straight up win from that slot. We'll just wait for him to, you know, speed up the process, whatever. Yep, does give me the Vullaby, which is great. And no matter what he goes for, I should be in a great position. Like, the only way I see myself losing is if the Abra crits a Psychic here. Yep, doesn't get the crit. Perfect. He's going to be able to knock me out. As long as this isn't like some Scarf set, I think I'll be fine. And even if it is a Scarf set, I think I'll live everything that he goes for anyways. So, just going to go for the U-turn, whatever, get rid of that. And then we're going to bring out a Pharaoh Seed. And the Pharaoh Seed should be able to wrap up the Meowth. So, just going to go for a knockoff or whatever. And then we should be fine. Because, yep, no hidden powers in the generation. Which is wonderful. Yep, good games, bro. Okay, which is awesome. So, for the first time in my 3 years of playing for Grand Slam, I think it's 3 now, we have made it out of round 1 of every single open. Yes, we did lose UU, which is fine, but we made it out of every single round 1 for every open, meaning that we have like 5 points or something right now, which is not bad. I think you need around like 16, 17, like maybe, I think some years has gone as high as 20. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, but like, Getting round ones out of the way is very nice. Although yes, we did lose UU again. I think we should be in a fine spot now that we've gained a little momentum in LC. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time when we will be playing some open. Oh no. I will be seeing you guys for World Cup on Wednesday. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.